You're tuned into the first newscast devoted to the Highland Lakes area. Local team coverage on Tribune Headline News, bringing you the stories you care about now. Hi everyone, we have your news. Local weather and sports here on Tribune Headline News. Coming up in our broadcast, the community mourns the loss of a beloved pharmacist from Kingsland.
He loved his cattle, and he loved to go out there and work with his cattle and go to the auctions and everything, and he loved to be on his tractor and be out on the ranch working on the tractor.
Unfortunately, it was work on a ranch which took the life of 53-year-old Dale Freeman. Freeman's tractor turned over at a stock tank in Blanco County August 26. Today, family and friends memorialized him and shared what he meant to those around him. Also, firefighters put it into high gear when it comes to fighting brush fires as of late. About 90 acres scorched over the weekend after 2 fires burn out of control in rugged ranch land. We have more and how smaller agencies are dealing with the burn. And a local utility company puts kids first by giving a talented few the chance to go to the nation's capital while helping the community think green. We'll be right back after the break.
Replacing or building a new fence? Look to the most respected company in Central Texas, Hill Country Fence. Whatever your fencing needs, we strive to make you happy. Go online now and get a quote quickly and easily. Hill Country Fence, the most trusted name in fencing.
Welcome back to Tribune Headline News. I'm Connie Swinney. In our top headline, we find out the lasting impact of a Kingsland man who died after a tractor rollover at a family ranch. Here's more. As floor manager for Kingsland Pharmacy, Elaine Ferris spent many years working side by side with Dale Freeman.
And then they have been my pharmacy ever since I moved up here. And I have worked for Dale for 15 years.
In photos of him, she recalled what kind of man he was and what he meant to the community.
Dale was very, very concerned about his customers, wanted to make sure that they got the right medicines, that they got the right vitamins and everything, that everything was, what they needed for their good health.
Freeman opened his family-owned pharmacy in 1984. His life had lasting impact, not only on his staff and customers, but in the community where he lived and worked.
And everybody knows him, and everybody cares about him, and they respect him as a businessman, as a family man, as an individual.
On August 27th, crews found Freeman's body on a ranch in Blanco County where the 5th-generation rancher worked on a tractor around a stock tank. The tractor rolled off a berm, killing him. In the days following his death, pharmacist Grace Hutchison of Corner Drug Store of Llano was just one of the many who stepped in to help with his business.
The pharmacy has been closed during operating hours on Saturday and Monday so that we can attend to the funeral. HEB in both Burnett and Marble Falls are taking care of our customers.
From flowers and cards to wreaths and phone calls, the support has come pouring into Freeman's family as well.
The community of pharmacists here have taken and filled in. We've had HEB, Bowens, Lakes Area Corner Drug send over personnel, take over our customers, helping them out so nothing goes amiss.
We have had all the pharmacies have called and offered their help in any way that they can, and everybody has just pitched in. It's been wonderful.
Preceding his death, Freeman was honored by the Kingsland Lake LBJ Chamber of Commerce with the 2010 Business of the Year Award. He was also a member of the Lions Club and the Hill Country Livestock Raisers Association. His good-natured spirit shined through in photos of him the staff took during his 50th birthday celebration.
The family is one of our own. That's why the communities are coming out to support them. We love Jill and the boys. We're going to take care of the pharmacy. We're going to take care of them.
He was our rock. There's no way that anybody can replace this man. He was just so good at running the business and the pharmacy, and just made sure that everything went smooth.
Today, staff and loved ones greeted the public to let them know that the pharmacy had temporarily closed in light of Freeman's death and to share good memories of their boss and friend. A wreath fondly memorialized his knack for Post-it note reminders. This father, husband, brother, and son, who was a Llano High School graduate, would be remembered for more than just his business sense, also for his unwavering sense of family and community.
Dale was just really beloved. The community, particularly his patients, are going to miss him greatly. He was their doctor, their friend, their confidant. We're going to miss him.
A memorial service was held for Freeman today at Llano High School. The family asks in lieu of flowers a donation be made to the Dale Freeman Memorial Scholarship Fund at Prosperity Bank at 1801 Ranch Road 1431 in Kingsland. Dry conditions sparked 2 brush fires over the weekend, a 30-acre blaze off County Road 120 near Granite Shoals, the other northeast of Marble Falls, that one about 60 acres just off Mormon Mill Road. Investigators with a local agency who worked both scenes blamed at least one of the out-of-control blazes on a burn pile. Granite Shoals firefighter Ira Franklin spent much of the day recovering and reorganizing resources following nearly 12 hours of firefighting.
I wish nobody would burn at all.
The firefighter was among crews who battled 2 blazes in the thick of the brush the past couple of days. He described how the conditions have come to a point where it doesn't take more than a cinder to ignite a runaway fire. Crews faced as much of a challenge navigating the landscape.
Basically, we have rocks all over everywhere, the heavy brush trying to get in and out and whatnot. The steep decline of the terrain, we couldn't get the trucks in there. We had to go by foot, and the weather the way it was.
Granite Shoals Fire Chief Austin Stanfill says should conditions persist, the fire danger will continue to build.
We need days of a good soaking rain. So until then, there's probably going to be a burn ban initiated in the next week or so, I would imagine.
During the brush fire off County Road 120 near Crider Road, fire crews worked to contain much of the blaze by foot using pickaxes and other tools. The brush fire off Mormon Mill Road on Sunday forced crews to battle the back of the blaze, reaching within 500 feet of one structure. The Burnett County Commissioners will consider ordering a burn ban during their next meeting. Now, will these dry conditions persist? Let's take a look at the weather forecast coming up after the break.
I'm Jennifer Fierro, host of the Press Box. We invite you to join us each week for the next several months as we talk about Highland Lakes football at its best. Joining me is Judge Martin McLean, Billy Becker, and Art DeLugage as we talk about the Mustangs, the Yellow Jackets, the Bulldogs, and the Flames. Each week on Northland Cable Channel 15 every Thursday and Friday. And then, of course, you're welcome to join us on the PicayuneTV.com.
The triple-digit temperatures have taken their toll on the area, but we could see some relief soon. Here's Penny Rapstein with more. Penny?
Thank you very much, Connie. Here is your Highland Lakes forecast for the Burnett County area on the PicayuneTV.com. Well, the good news is that so far it appears we will not hit the triple digits this week. The bad news is that there are a few days where the heat index may make it feel like we have. I think it is safe to say, though, that those days should begin to be fewer and farther between. But even though we are working on the last few days of August, summer isn't quite over yet. Tonight we do have a slight chance of isolated showers and thunderstorms. Most of the significant development I'm thinking should be around the I-35 corridor, but we might get some rain our way before the sun goes down. Otherwise, it'll be a mostly cloudy Monday night with an overnight low around 77. We'll start Tuesday with cloudy skies, then gradually becoming mostly sunny and hot tomorrow. Our high near 97 with just a slight chance of a late afternoon or evening shower or thunderstorm. Mostly cloudy Tuesday night with our overnight low in the upper 70s. That's your Highland Lakes forecast for the Burnett County area. I'm Penny Rapstein for the PicayuneTV.com. Back to you, Connie.
Thanks so much, Penny. Your sports headlines start now. Jennifer Fierro has the latest on Marble Falls football and more. Jennifer?
Connie, the Mustangs won back-to-back season openers for the first time in more than a decade. How did they do it? Well, they did it by overcoming some mistakes early and then scoring on 4 straight scoring drives to build up a 35-0 lead in which they never looked back. People have asked me ever since the win on Friday night if this was Marble Falls looking really, really good or San Marcos looking really, really bad. The answer to that, well, we may find out Friday night when the Mustangs have their home opener against Medina Valley. Until then, we'll let you decide. Make sure you go to thepicayunetv.com. We have tons of game highlights and lots of interviews, particularly on Extra Points Online. Hear what Cord Warner, Austin Sparks, Zed Warner, and David Morgan had to say about this great win. Just as a reminder, we want to make sure that you know to go to Meet the Mustangs at Mustang Stadium. That's the high school campus for the rest of us who may or may not know the street signs at 7 o'clock, so you can meet the Mustangs. The fall sports teams are expected to be there. That would include football, volleyball, cross country, and of course, tennis. So make sure you're at the stadium. That's it for sports. I'm Jennifer Fierro. Connie, back to you.
Thank you, Jennifer, for that report. We head into the final headline, focusing on education and the environment. Pedernales Electric Cooperative has launched its annual Youth Tour Contest. Students from throughout the PEC service area are welcome to write a 700-word essay responding to the question, as new technology emerges in the renewable energy industry, what types of green jobs and products or services would have a positive impact on this area? 6 high school students will be chosen. Check out the information on your screen for contact information and more on how you can enter the contest. The winner will receive an all-expense-paid trip to Washington, D.C., June 9th through the 11th. That was Tribune Headline News, where our stories are your stories. Thank you for tuning in. For thepicayunetv.com, I'm Connie Swinney.